talk these Pens, man. This is more like preview update because they obviously got action tonight against the Islanders. Games. Yeah. But dude, they're currently sitting at third in the Mass Mutual East Division behind the Caps and the Islanders, who they'll play. Like I said, they'll play tonight. But man, the Pens, man, I've been really impressed lately because they went. I feel like when right around the time we stopped talking about them as much, they went on a little bit of a losing streak. Right, they had lost to the Bruins twice, and I think the Devils had beat them as well. But since then, they're 4-1 right now over that span. And the thing that's crazy to me is they've been doing this minus Malkin. Remember, Malkin's been out now. He's missed 6 games. Yeah, Kapanen as well. So they're doing this with a little bit of a unique style in terms of their lineups. But the thing that I've been seeing is, number one, Sid's been playing like he's supposed to, right? When you have other guys go down, your stars got to step up. He's been stepping up his top line in terms of Gensel and Russ. I think they have 14 goals on the season, but they've been scoring a lot. Russ even had a hat trick the other day, so you can see their productivity as well. But to me, it's just as a whole, they're just playing better hockey right now, man. Even the power plays look good. We know how much they struggle with that as well. I just, like, to me, just seeing what they've been able to do. I don't know if it was because Malkin went down that they just feel like everybody's had to step up. We saw that when Sid had the whole COVID thing, where he didn't test positive, but he was a close contact, or they wanted to have it. But even when he went out, we saw how everybody else kind of rallied around. So I'm like, is this maybe the same thing happening, just the reverse because it's Malkin now? Like, but either way, like, they've been really productive in that span right now.
Yeah, it seems like everything's increased a little bit. I think the offense has gotten better. As weird as it sounds, because the offense was still playing pretty good beginning of the season, I think they've even gotten better to this point. Like, they're really explosive. Defense gotten a little bit better, and then the goaltending. Your boy, I couldn't believe it, dude. Yeah. Jari can't get a shutout.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Your boy gets a shutout.
It's crazy.
4-0 against the Saints.
It's crazy. Hey, I forgot which NHL hockey NHL Network guy I was talking with, and they were saying that they said, like, literally the Pens have, like, the best goalies right now. Like, just their play, like, that tandem between Jari and DeSmith, like, it was like, it's just crazy to have that level of consistency. Like, it looks like they compete against each other night in and night out. Sure. Like, it's like, oh, you went out there and you had 30 saves? Okay, well, I'm going out here, I'm trying to get 31 saves. Oh, you had a shutout? Okay, I want to get a shutout. Like, it's a nice little thing they got going on right now, man.
I don't know if it's just because I'm more of a Jari fan, but it does seem like he gets screwed with some of these shots and
without
some of the defense when he's in.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm just looking for that, but he does make the way crazier saves over DeSmith.
Yeah. It looks like DeSmith is, because he's limited, right, in terms of just ability, right? We said Jari is the more gifted goalie, but to me, I think because DeSmith is limited, he is extra fundamental with things, right? Even we talked about how he'll make a save and we were just like, I don't know how he technically, like, it looked like it still was gonna go in, like, afterwards, but it's like he somehow saved it. Like, that's more of his style. Whereas with Jari's when we start talking about standing on his head, we're just like, bro, he making all type of saves. Like, it don't matter what it is. We talk about the 2-on-1s, the 3-on-1, like, he gonna find a way to get a save, and he's just like, yeah, that's nuts.
And I'm still seeing that, though. As much as I am high on the Penguins right now, I'm still seeing just random stuff with this defense, dude. Like, Letang just getting blown by,
man.
Wide open shots, rebounds, and stuff. But what can you do? You're gonna find that if you're watching the Penguins, and you're watching hockey throughout the course of the game, 3 periods, the other team's gonna get chances. It is what it is. So it's just way different than what it was at the beginning of the season.
Yes, I think the biggest reason why the offense has looked a lot better now has been because of their just play defensively. You think about how they've been way better, like I said, in terms of their killing power plays, right? They've also been a lot better when they're on the power plays. But from a defensive standpoint, they're doing a way better job of just being more consistent and being in the right places, right? Even though guys have been getting beat, right? It's nowhere near earlier in the season how you would just see just how many just 2-on-1s, 2-on-9s. Just like, yo, this is too much. Or how teams were out shooting us at times. It's like, yo, we can't have that. Like, you can't have a period where this team has this many, this crazy of a shot on goal advantage like that. And you were putting the goalies in a bigger bind. They were having to have 30-something saves, and they were still allowing 3 goals or 2 goals. You're just like, yo, this is bad. Like, we got to defensively get in better position. It just looks like now they're playing a lot better from that standpoint. And it kind of all happened around when we said with the whole GM move and stuff like that. They've just been playing a lot more consistent and a lot better. Now, could it be because they got a former goalie that's in the front office now? Who knows? But either way, it's working. And I'm all for it, baby. I am all for it.
So, yeah, based off these standings right now, we're pretty much locked into the playoffs. I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
You're definitely getting too ahead of yourself, man. Like, I like how you said, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we're pretty much locked into the playoffs. Dude, it's 56 games. We're sitting at third right now, but we're literally 2 games out of second, or 2 points out of second, 4 points out of first, but then you can go the opposite way, and we're right in terms of, we could be 6 points out, and then we'll be out of that mix as well. So yes, we got a little time here.
Well, here's what I'll give you. It is 10 points right now. Penguins are 46. Flyers are at 36. Mm-hmm. But you're right. The Flyers have 33 games. We have 35 games.
So that's plenty. I mean, literally tonight, if we beat the Islanders,
7-2-1 on the last 10.
If we beat the Islanders in regulation, think about it though. If we beat the Flyers in we beat the Islanders in regulation tonight. We move to the 2. We'll move to the number 2 team. And then for the Caps, if they lose and then we win again next week, we'll be the one in the East right now. So you could just see how tight of a race it is either direction. Like, and you know how it goes in hockey, because when you get the way the points work, I mean, if you're going into overtime, like, it hurts you. Especially like if you're trying to advance through these standings, like, you need more regulation wins just to keep those points stacking, man.
Just because you're facing the same teams all the time.
Right.
We got lucky. I don't know if lucky is the right word, but getting that one against the Devils, as much as it sucked.
Oh, the split, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because we went to overtime on that second one, and I was thinking, this is embarrassing that we were playing so bad in that game, but just to take it to overtime and get the point was fine, in my opinion, because it was the Devils. It's not like they're in competition for that playoff spot. But, I mean, you always want 2 points, but I think those top 5 teams, if you're getting the overtimes, you're getting the losses there, getting the 1 points, or even giving them the 1 point. Mm-hmm. That's probably when it hurts you a little bit more than like the Rangers, Devils, and Sabres. Either way, it's not good. But
because for us right now with the Islanders, they're right there with us. That's why it's like tonight. This is one of those games where you would like to have this done in regulation, and they've had the Islanders numbers this season.
Is it next 2 or 3?
I think it's the next 2. Yeah, because they did the 3 game the last time they played them, so this would be the 2 one.
Yeah, so we got 2 that we don't want to go to overtime, or 3 total. 1 with the Islanders, 2 with the Bruins.
Yeah, but like you said, man, you've spoken it already with the in terms of their series against the Islanders this year. They've been dominating them, man. Like, even though some of the games, I feel like they're always close.
They've been really close.
But we have been stacking the wins up against them. So it's been good, man. Just got to keep it going, man. Obviously, as long as you guys said, I mean, we know how we feel about him. As long as he's available, we're good. Shout out to him. He had his, 1,300 point, not goal, points. That was Thursday? Was that Thursday or Saturday?
Oh,
it was one of them days last weekend. I think it was Thursday.
Because
Russ had the hat trick on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, so with that, I mean, like I said, big shout out to him. But as a whole, I mean, they're just playing good hockey right now, man. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And got to keep it going until my man Malkin comes back.